I on? Am I on? Alright, I'm on. Hey guys, how you doing? This is your man Eka Iridium here, friends 4i Gamer, and today we are going to do something simple. I am going back to my roots, which is Mortal Kombat X. As you guys know, me and 4i, we play a lot together, and you know, there are some characters that he plays well, there are some characters that I play really well, and he will tell you this, and if later, or if you have seen our past videos down the road, he really hates when I pick Kotal Kahn, especially War God. You know, I like Sun God, I'm a huge fan of Blood God, but War God is just to my liking. He has a bunch of close range mix-ups. He has a bunch of good close combat. But the only thing that he lacks is basically zoning. As we go, it's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the character with a small hitbox. For some reason, me and James do not use the chicks in this game. Not to be sexist, we just don't. Because they're all fucking hard to learn. Alright, anyway, Kotal Kahn. War God, like I said, he is my favorite one to use. Not only does he have a good jump in because he is taller than most characters, but his strings, his down, what is that? His down one, it's pretty quick. It has plus frames. Basically, other than most characters, your down one is usually the fastest from Kotal Kahn. His back one, that little elbow right there, plus frames as well. And basically, when you're facing an opponent and you're using Kotal Kahn basically as a start out, your basic chance is to start with that back one. As you can see from the beginning of the match, bam, hits, because it covers so many ground and it has so many frames that right off the bat, if you nail it right after it says fight, you're gonna get that first hit, allowing you to get that bar. Now, then Kotal Kahn, basically, he is a big, strong character to use. He's pretty basic. I mean, as you can see, his combos doesn't really have much for him, but his strength lies within his mix-ups and his basically all of his McQueedle-based attacks. And the one downfall, I really wish 4i was gamer here so he could help me with this, but if Kotal Kahn is in the corner and he is trapped, literally his best armor move is that. As you know, in Mortal Kombat X, the recent updates, they took away that armor, so he has no armor left on that. So if you try to use it trying to get out of the corner, it will fail and you will waste a bar. But Kotal Kahn, as all in all, he's a pretty decent character to learn. You know, he has mix-ups, he has the strings, and basically he's just an all-in-all close combat character. I mean, let's say if I was facing Jackie and I was facing somebody online who all they wanted to do was shoot me with their fucking gun, then all I could do is that. You know, he has the healing factor. Also, you know, you grab him, you put him in there, it gives you some decent solid damage, especially when you're locked in that corner. And it's just a great weapon to have. His Sun Ray, especially right here, is pretty good. As you can see, they're still taking damage. They're not quite fully in it, but they're still taking damage. Now, as far as jump-ins, he has one of the best jump-ins in the game. I can be all the way right here, bam, all the way right there, overhead, and then just lead it in that. But for this, that launch, you have to be pretty quick with it because it is a slower based attack, as that launch does. And basically, when you're jumping, that basically, since he has one of the fastest ones in the game, it literally sets you up for any quick based attacks. So if I'm over here and I jump in, I can immediately go for the back one. Back one. And as staggering goes, you know, Kotal Kahn has, like with these back two, and then the back one, back two. It's pretty effective, especially when you're in the corner, when you want to keep somebody in the corner that's staggering. He has a lot of mix-up, as I was saying before. He's just hell to deal with when you get stuck in that corner. I have noticed when I play it online with a couple of guys that one of Kotal Kahn's main weaknesses is Sub-Zero, because he has that fucking clone that 4i likes to use, and it's just really annoying. Kotal Kahn really can't get out of that. I try to do this, but usually I end up falling into it because, like I said, Kotal Kahn is a taller character. He is easy to zone. He is not that easy to punish. Like I said, most of his armor is gone. This has like 2 hits, and then you got 3 hits off of that. And see, what I like to do is I like to cancel that. See, that's actually one of the better things about Kotal Kahn. When you cancel, people aren't gonna realize that you actually canceled, and they're gonna, you know, let go of the block or try to jump. So when you cancel, you can like go ahead and just toss him in the air like that. But his toss-up, once again, it is not armored. So use that as your discretion. I'm not telling you, you know, you don't have to use it. I mean, it's a good tool for a character that likes to jump a lot. But be forewarned, it is punishable as hell. And basically, when I'm in the corner, you know, people are at my mercy. You know, he has the mix-ups. You can go any way you want with it, and then just sit there and combo. Just like Kotal Kahn, as War God, as I learned War God, I realized that, you know, his strings are some of the fastest in the game. His mix-ups are some of the best in the game. Covert Ops, actually, the Sonya I am training against, her mix-ups are one of the best too. You know, it's good to have a character that mixes you up a lot, but it's also good to throw some like combos in there. I mean, get fancy with it. You know, it's not something that you usually would do when you're working so well with mix-ups in the corner, but then you have, every once in a while, you have those people that complain that you're doing the same move, you're doing the same combo, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, if you could stick onto it, if you can stick on like glue, there's really no stopping you with Kotal Kahn in the corner. And basically, Sonya, you know, if I was playing an opponent, you know, she has that armored leg grapple, she has like the parry. You know, it's just something that, you know, people will have to use against Kotal Kahn, because usually when I'm playing against Liu Kang characters, especially with Flame Fist, they have the parry. You know, Kotal Kahn has to be, you know, a little bit more aware, because he doesn't really have like the low strings. I mean, he has that, but that takes a little while. That's like maybe, I think like 30-something frames. But like I said earlier, Kotal Kahn is easy to zone. He is real easy to zone. So picture that. Beep 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 boom, beep 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 boom. Literally the only thing Kotal Kahn has going for him is this. If you have the meter to use it. I mean, it's quick, it's fast, it's reliable, but it also does not have armor. So if you are, you know, going against a character that is zoning, your best option is to jump in. You know, wait for those string to finish and jump in. Like I said, Kotal Kahn has one of the best jump ins in the game. He's taller, he's more agile, but when he locks you down, his hits are powerful than all hell. Just try to be wary of zoning opponents, because people know Kotal Kahn is easy to be zoned. I mean, like, if I don't enhance this, it is literally the slowest, taking up about 40-something frames. I want to say about 40 frames just to get it off his back. I mean, it's hard to jump over. You cannot neutral duck it. You can't duck it. The only way to get past that is if you backdash, which is probably the best option, or trying to jump it. Most people, you know, miscalculate the jump because it is a slower move. It is a really slow move. You know, I deal with people like that all the time. I'll be at a distance and they'll try to, you know, zone me out, and I catch them like that, and they don't know what to do. They try to jump, but they jump too late because it is a slower move. People get confused by that, but, you know, I face Kotal Kahn players, you know, people that play as Sun God. You know, I still get confused by it. Anyway, next on the list, when you're in mid-screen, that's basically where people don't really feel fear Kotal Kahn during the mid stages, but that's when I like to, you know, get my game in, you know, mix it up a little bit. You know, people like to, everybody falls for that. This string right here, what is that combo called? Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You know, you just cancel out, you just go like that, and then that string right there. People don't really see the low coming. Also the same with this move right here, I don't know what the heck that is. I can't even pronounce that. This is my character, and people fall for that all the time. I can sit there in mid-screen, bam. Nobody expects the low because they all think I'm going like this, and that's the great thing about Kotal Kahn. Mix it up. He has so many mix-ups. He has so many mix-ups. You don't even have to finish the whole combo. You can go like that, bam, goes that. He wants to stand up, go like that. He wants to duck, go like that. And then you don't even have to, you can do basic, you know, basic combos. But take advantage of his mix-ups. You know, people always tell me, you know, my Kotal Kahn is like, he's really good, you know, it's like people want to learn him. But people get mad because, yes, he does have a lot of mix-ups. Yes, it is hard to get out of the corner with him. But that what makes Kotal Kahn so dangerous. People sometimes, you know, they'll go, like earlier today I was playing and I picked Jax. Jax is another character I use. And somebody decided to go with, you know, Sub-Zero. So he beat me, and, you know, I picked a new character, and I picked Kotal Kahn. And when he found out I picked Kotal Kahn, he instantly switched, and he went to somebody that had a little bit more zoning route. And he got the hunch that Kotal Kahn is indeed easy to zone. But unfortunately for him, I found a way past the zoning, and I was able to lock him down in the corner, and I basically just wrecked him. No, it's one of those things that if you get past somebody's zoning, you know, Kotal Kahn being as agile as he is, he usually can do those jump-ins. I mean, he has a lot of options as jump-ins. But just keep it simple, you know. If you're learning, just learn this string. That's your basic string right here. Is the whatever that is, the tonal zenal, sounds like an element. But anyway, that is your basic string right there. That's the easiest, that is the fastest, has good frames. You just keep doing that, you know, mix it up. You know, like after you're doing that, you know, throw the saw blade in there, you know, throw the overhead sword strike, you know, sword toss if you want to. I never really use that string with the sword toss. Yeah, but as you're like back 1 2 2, back 1 2 2, back 1 2 2, overhead smash. You know, Kotal Kahn players seem, you know, he's like a simple character. You know, he basically is. He is one of the simpler characters. But as I've used Kotal Kahn for the past year, you know, it's more to that. You know, people don't really see the mix-ups coming because all they see is that string right there. You know, it's easy to block, and people don't see the Kwaskia or whatever that is. And then I just low them up. You know, people are gonna block high, and that's when I sneak in with that low. And basically for smaller characters like Sonya who have small hit frames, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I can reset it, bam, still gets them. Now imagine with that being like with Ferritor or somebody else like that. You're gonna get that. You're gonna be able to cheat a little bit, and you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that first hit. Especially with Ferritor, he doesn't really, you know, have many strikes that are that quick. Other than his, you know, his down one. Like Kotal Kahn's, they both have really good down ones, as you can see. I can go like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And you know, it's just getting your feet for a basic character. You know, people can turn basic characters into, like, I don't know, into tournament championship playing, you know, characters that they want to use, they want to try out, and they realize, huh, And I got something here. You know, that's what it was like for Kotal Kahn. Because when I first started playing this game, I was using Liu Kang and I was using Raiden. But as I progressed, as I started, you know, figuring out more characters, I was able to use Kotal Kahn. And Kotal Kahn has been basically my main ever since. And, you know, some of his strings are a little tricky to pull off, like that string right there, because if you don't use it right, he is going to pull up his sun ray. And that is one thing that I really had trouble with, especially during matches. I've actually lost a couple because the input errors were not there. But now it's a little easier. It's a little easier to figure out like other characters against Kotal Kahn, because as I said, I played Kotal Kahn for over than a year, and he has just been, yep, there it is. That's the string I'm talking about. I tried to grab him, but ended up pulling out his sun ray. And don't be afraid to use that sun ray. You know, it heals. Like, it heals you. Oh, and speaking of healing, he has this move called Blood Offering. Now, what this is, he carves basically a line into his chest, and as you did see, if you could have saw it, it does take damage off of you. But it also makes your hits more powerful. And the Blood Offering lasts as long as you're able to hit somebody. So, like, if I use it and I go like that and I mess up, or if they block it, it immediately cancels out. So Blood Offering is literally only good for one string, as demonstrated. See, I messed up, so as you can see now, it's just going to go back to the regular damage, regular 21% damage, which is the basic string. Now, when you do the Blood Offering, you'll see already at 40, couldn't get the 50. Kotal Kahn, in my opinion, is a great character to use, not only because of his mix-ups, because of his versatility. Basically, characters and other characters, they have some mix-up strings, you know. But other than that, he's just really good to use. Very good corner pressure, very good mid pressure. It's just the only thing he does not have is, you know, long-range combat. You know, the only thing he has is that McQueedle toss, and like I said, it takes forever. So if you have maybe like less than 10% health and somebody's zoning the shit out of you, your best bet is to either neutral jump or just duck, because unless you find an opening, it's gonna be tough, especially when that has no armor. I mean, you can see it light up, but as soon as somebody hits you with the projectile, you're done. You're not gonna get in, and basically the round's gonna be over for you. But, you know, just keep practicing your players. I know some people like Kotal Kahn, some people don't. But for the people out there that do, guys, he is really impressive to use. He is my favorite character to use, and he is fantastic on online gameplay. He's known to make some players shake only because of his corner pressure. And he is just a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. Just take some time, you know, use some basic strings, you know, use that. I believe it's, yeah, it's forward, 3, 4. Forward, 3, 4, right into the saw. And, you know, strings work like that. I don't think the overhead sword works, especially if it's, if you use like a neutral jump punch and they're up in the air, chances are you're not gonna get that overhead sword strike. Basically, see it right there, it just goes right through them. So if you try to NJP and try to use that strike, it's not gonna work, because it goes right through it, because the frames on that are just, I don't know. I guess they're just non-existent. See, as that. See, you can only, it only works as if when they're like, when they just jump. So right as they just jump, it'll work. You know, some people, depending on who the character is, like with Sonya, she's a smaller framed character, which means the overhead sword strike is probably not going to work. See, I can go like, nope, see? Frames are just too small. But on bigger characters, like, I know Raiden, he's pretty big, Jason, basically anything works on Ferritor. Yeah, this is, corner pressure is just a given with Kotal Kahn. You know, you can mix people up for days, and people won't even know it. People don't even know what's going on. You know, just introduce some combos in there, you know. Everybody has a skill level they're set to doing, and you know, I keep messing up this combo, you know. I haven't really, you know, have everything jam-packed yet, but I'm getting there as I progress with Kotal Kahn and my character. He is, he's just my go-to, you know. When somebody makes me mad, I usually pull him out, I usually end up winning. You know, that may sound like me, you know, tooting my own horn, but, you know, as I'm trying to explain, he's just a very valuable player, and, you know, just keep practicing, keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, his strings will come to you, but for newbies, that string right there. Back 1, 2, 2. When you get comfortable, back 1, 4. Back 1, 4. Back 1, 4 into strike. Back 1, 4 into low strike. Back 1, 4 over overhead. You're gonna get it. I mean, he is a fast player. Watch out for people and parries and their zoning. And yeah, I'll just end it right here with hopefully like a nice little combo for you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys on me and 4Eye's channel. Those of you tuning in, thanks a lot for sticking with us, sticking with him during our gameplay and our audio play, and yeah, it's very interesting when we're playing together because a lot of stuff happens. Some might even say our friendship will be broken, especially if I use Kotal Kahn, but he is my main character. He is what I like. He is who I train extensively with. So if you ever want to hit me up or play one of us, our names are on his channel, 4Eye Gamer, and then I'm Echo Iridium. If some of you don't know, others who've seen our past broadcasts, you know where to find us. Send us a message, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch, and we will see you guys in the next video. Echo Iridium signing off. Kotal Kahn.